Just arrived in the car park. There's my wife. Hello! Our driver behind me. I say our driver, I sound like it's... Right, this guy here. I told you already, unseen footage.
That's the one.
We'll write description. You know, in the thing on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm half asleep, by the way, guys. Just thought I'd let you know. Starting to wake up. Been a nice little journey down here. We didn't stop in Ambergate like we thought we were going to first because the road was cut off. We think it could be because of the travel disruptions because of yesterday's storm. We're extremely lucky for the weather. And what we're doing today, the first part of the journey, going to walk all the way up to Middleton top and then across to Harborough Rocks. And then we're going to walk back down again to the National Stone Centre, where we've got lots of things to see around there as well. Look at that down there, we've only just started. But yeah, there's lots of different stones things to see down there, which we'll come back in a minute. That's to do with the National Stone Centre, which I believe is just down there as well. But yeah, we're going to start our journey today on the High Peak Trail. The High Peak Trail went all the way to Manchester, near Manchester, east of Manchester, many years ago. And we're going to start here, near the National Stone Centre. And the first part we're going to do is walk towards Middleton top. See, look, stuff like this, can you see? This is dangerous, guys. You can get down there, but it's not advisable.
Looks like, it reminds me of like where they used to have oil drums back in the day. So that'll be the base for it. 2 stands, big oil drum.
For the trains itself?
Yeah, for the trains somewhere, and then obviously water for it, I don't know.
Like a hole in there.
Very, yeah, cast iron.
Is that cast iron?
Yeah.
There's something behind here, guys. I'm going to have a look in a second. So yeah, we're at the beginning. Morning. We're at the beginning of the High Peak Trail. Actually, we're not at the beginning. The beginning is at Peak Junction. But we at the beginning of this video are starting it here. I'm just going to go through here because I've noticed something. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Man with knowledge. Got a question for you. What's this here? We've got some stuff here. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. There's an old mine down there. Not mine, sorry, a quarry there. Can you see? What's this though? I wonder if this is part of the...
probably the incline. Yeah, look, stone. Man-made stone there. This we're probably studded on another man-made stone here. This is probably like a little bridge or something here.
Because I know, not far from here, there's the other railway. So there was another railway. There's quite a lot of railways in the area. But I reckon this was just part of the quarries. And that, what are they over there? Because they look like old... My wife and Daniel's missus are bonding time. Look at that. Can you see them things there? What are them? Can you see them? What are they? Right here, I'd argue.
Is that a bit of a railway track just over there?
I think so, yeah.
Just one popping out.
I'm going to have to get down there. Probably that way, innit? It looks a bit dodgy. I've got to be careful with my feet. Yeah. Or you might be able to get it from the stone centre. In fact, I've just seen someone come out of there. So I reckon...
That'll probably take you back to the car park.
Yeah, possibly, but we'll look at that when we come back, if that's alright.
Yeah, as I say, yeah.
But just here, there's some kind of a... I'd say there's some house was here. Some structure. Thanks for bringing us today, by the way.
That's right. That's a different style of filming to me and everything, new content. It's something I want to do more of.
I want to know what this is where you're walking now. Any ideas? This stuff. Look.
Yeah. Definitely something bolted to it.
Yeah. I'm used to these trees. So yeah, we're not at the beginning of the Peak Trail. We're at the beginning of today's video, which is on the High Peak Trail. See, there's a lot of joggers. They're brave because it is cold. Right. So what is this? Just something about the quarries here?
Yeah, apparently someone ended up shooting himself in the neck, pierced his neck.
Oh.
A doctor was called but refused to be lowered down the face. Frank Grattan was lowered down a short.
But what is this?
Hacksaw. Jim made a satisfactory recovery and died in his 90s in a house fire.
Is this where we are now?
Yeah.
There we go, first fall of the day. Is there a point where what? The incline from the Wirksworth branch met the Cromford and High Peak Railway. What, so it come through here?
Yeah, this is the point where there's one map.
Yeah. So the High Peak Trail was one of the first long distance railways, and it spanned all the way from Cromford area all the way up to a place near Manchester. And we thought we'd come here today as the beginning of our journey, because we thought this would be a great place to start. If you go all the way past Wirksworth onto the other side, then you get to a place called, I think it's called the Dumbles, that goes all the way to High Peak Junction, which is another place we will go to one day. Morning. And seeing this, is that some kind of old house there as well?
I don't know.
Hard to tell, innit? Alright guys, I'm just wondering why people were running along here slowly, and they've got, every Saturday morning, they have the Black Rock Park Run. Is that correct? Correct. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time today. I was just wondering why he was standing there, but he stands there for them to do like a U-turn and run back down again. So yeah, that's a great thing about a 3-mile run they do for fitness. So what do we have here then? We have the wheel pit. My friend over there knows more than me, so I'm going to ask him anyway. Because he's clever at these kind of things. When the Cromford and High Peak Railway commenced in 1825, each of the 9 inclines had a covered wheel pit at the bottom. Right. The endless steel cable that moved the wagons on the incline entered the pit via the tunnel. I think that's supposed to be. It says runnel. Via a runnel? What the hell's a runnel? Anyway, the cable went around the large horizontal wheel and left the pit via another tunnel to go back to the engine house, which is where we're going now, at the top of there. We're going to the engine house. Right, these are the kind of little like plants that like to attack my feet. But guess what? My socks are covering. Good luck to you. Whoa, there's a big drop over there. That's all the quarries down there. Oh. Wow. So this was basically one that pulled it up. Pull the cables up. Look at that. Look at them cogs under there. Wow. Love how in Derbyshire they leave it all. No. Can you see that there? That's why the stick's quite useful actually. And there's that wheel under there, which is to do with where they pulled it up. There's quite a lot of bits here. What do we have here? Another bit. Say that again. Where did you go in Wales?
Monofrin Slate Quarry.
And that was 45 degrees, did you say?
45 degrees incline, yeah.
He's moaning already.
He's
He's telling me I'm taking him all the way up there, but It's more of a problem for me because of my leg. But I need to do it. It's a bit of exercise, and I've got a stick with me as well.
It's because I'm fat, that's why.
It's not fat. If he's fat, I'm huge.
No.
We can call each other flat. I was gonna say, the fat explorers. I'm joking. So we're on the Middleton Incline. What I was just talking to you about before. Remember the railway came up here. Middleton was one of 9 inclines. Yes, I know. Some more information there. You can see old photos there. How it used to come up here where we are. You can see that. And the steel cable pulleys and hanging on chain can be clearly seen in the view up the incline. Right, so you're right. This is to do something with drainage system. Is that a farm down there? Looks nice, doesn't it? There's a place around not too far from here, which I've been before. We need to go back. It's called Laughill. That's a pretty place to go to. And then apart from Laughill, I would recommend, if you haven't been, guys, there's a place called Lumsdale. That is pretty. There's mills down there, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's pretty down there.
Lumsdale Falls itself, the waterfall.
Yeah, the waterfalls, yeah.
I caught a really nice picture when I showed you all the mist and that. That's where I got the picture from Lumsdale.
What is that? Is that abandoned?
It kind of looks
No,
like
someone's come out of it.
Oh.
just natural decay, but yeah.
So, the former Cromford and High Peak Railway ran between 1837 and the 1860s, 1864, I believe. And it ran through on here, on an incline. Not too sure what that railway is up at the top there. I'm assuming it's some kind of footpath, or it could be abandoned, I don't know. At the top there, can you see?
They look pretty.
What's this then?
Bench and table.
Oh, I know about the Tissington Trails, that's a different one. They go even further down. Eventually you get, I'm assuming, all the way up Derbyshire into near Yorkshire eventually. Tissington, yeah, I've heard of that. Middleton top is where we're going now. And then a little bit extra after that. Cyclists are advised to dismount. Well, in case they fall all the way down the hill. Look at that. Still going higher and higher. Beautiful. I thought better to get the harder bit out the way to begin the day. Down there is Middleton Village. We do like coming on village walks as well, but this is beautiful up here. Beautiful. Look at that. Nature at its best. And we're just at the beginning of the day. My wife here. Hello.
Hiya.
I've done an intro already, but ahead of us we've got Daniel from Unseen Footage. Thought you put your middle finger up at me then. With his girlfriend. This is interesting, this bit here. Look at that, carved out the actual rock. That's something else, that is. Look at that. There's a place actually not too far from here. I say not too far from here. It might be miles away, but in this area of England, which is called Reynolds Cave. I don't know if anyone's been. It's not too far from the famous stepping stones around that area.
Dovedale.
Yeah, near Dovedale, correct. He's right. Again, he's right. Near,
Camp at Dovedale.
yeah. So near Dovedale, going towards Eam, there's I love these rock formations. Going towards Eam, there's a what? The loose.
That'd be a dry wall.
Pick one of them up there. Look at this gorge, this is beautiful. But like I say, so near Dovedale, as you go up, there's something called Reynolds Cave. I fully recommend if you haven't been. And basically, it's one of thousands of caves in the area. Am I right? How many caves are there around here? God knows. A lot. Over 200. But that Reynolds Cave reminded me a little bit of that bridge across there because of the way it's carved out the rock. There's not a bridge at the Reynolds Cave, but it's just, you know if you've been there, it's beautiful. This is amazing because you've got to think about the railway here was carved out this area of stone. And, do you know? Question for you. Sandstone or limestone where we are?
I'm sure around here it's limestone.
Correct. Limestone. So yesterday we saw sandstone in Nottingham near the Park Estate. And up here it's mainly limestone. And a lot of it. And beautiful. And I used to be more daring and go up places. I ain't doing that anymore. Stay where it's safe. And it is stunning. Come on, we've got to cheer him up. Come on. That's amazing, isn't it? It really is. What's up there then? Just deforestation or whatever it's called.
Or just a little clearing or something.
We're not too far now. I've noticed the Middleton top just up there. It's not open yet, as you know. But we've come early on purpose. Oh, we've got horses coming up. Right. Middleton top. Guys. Engine house. That's the longest I've looked at. Well, longest I've videoed. The backside of a horse. There's an old...
Maybe.
What is that?
Is that the winding house?
That is, but what's that white thing there?
Oh, yeah, signal for...
Yeah, signal. Train signal. I wonder if it's original. I think it is, you know.
One at a time. So one is coming up and down, stop this one coming down.
Yeah, definitely a Nottinghamshire guy. Alright. Now, here on the left we've got something else. This is an indicator. This was driven by the cable to indicate the position of the wagons coming up. And there's that wagon there, that old one that we've seen already. Again, this centre not open till 10, but that's cool. Because when we come back from Harborough Rocks, which I can see up there in the horizon, it will be open. And then we can have a coffee here. And something to eat. Look at that, guys, that's beautiful, isn't it? I like things like that, old rustic stuff. And here's the wagon itself. Not too sure what the our Sawley's Railway, Middleton Railway, I don't know, Midland Railway, don't think so. It's not High Peak. Beautiful. Look how big they were, you're right, they were massive, weren't they? As I say, we're absolutely lucky with the weather. Couldn't get luckier than that. Just because of the fact.
If you go to the winding house, you've got to follow the cable all underground from that big cog to that one, and it goes somewhere down here.
Yeah. What, underneath here maybe?
Yeah. You can see steel cables.
Well, we could have a look on the way back down if you want. If it's open to the public. I'm assuming it is. Oh yeah, I can see the cables there. Underneath.
Well, you can literally follow it from the actual engine house to...
Quite small, isn't it? Railway here as well, isn't it? Just that bit there. Right. I want to show you this little bit here because this is quite important. But that's the winding house there, behind where the the chimneys. We don't know if it's opened or not at any time. We hope it is. So when we come back down again, we hope it is, because we've still got a little bit further up to go. Well, it's not so much of an incline anymore, but it still is a way up. What's he up to? Can you actually see it on there? What you're doing?
Oh yeah, you can see everything on here. I'm just going to do a nice little.
I can hear it, but I can't see it. That's about right. And at where? Still can't see it. Must be quite high up. So, what were you explaining to me? So, do you program it to do that, or does it?
Yeah,
what did you say?
An interest point, and it just does a circle around it, and then it's doing a helix. So
how many miles does that do?
It can do up to a couple of miles, but obviously you're meant to keep visual line of sight at all times.
I can't even see it. It's up there somewhere. It's out my view. I want to introduce you. Have you got a name for this drone? We'll call it Carly. Welcome to Lost Pilgrim. Right, so here we have the furnaces. No, a bit more information there. And apparently you can look right inside. Yeah, you can. Wow, look at that. That's where we're coming to hide when we're cold later. That is cool. And not only do we have this here, as I always notice, now you can see here as well, that's some kind of pulley there. I believe that's wood. That's why it's quite useful actually, my stick. Where's that? Yeah. Is that to do with the railway? To do with the...
To do with loading or unloading the furnaces.
Correct. You know who would go under there, don't you? Babe. Well, our lad, yeah, but I was thinking of our cat. Don't want to take too much of the house because it's private property. But like I say, when we come back down here, it'll be open. Somewhere here, we also have a cycle hire. I believe it's in that building there, and it's not open yet, but it will be very soon. There's a lot of, I know there's a lot of rock climbers in this area, for obvious reasons, because there's a lot of rock faces. I'm just going to look what's down here a second. Again, is this part of the old, you know we spoke about a train incline before?
Oh, yeah.
Or not? I don't know what these are for, to be fair. There's quite a few of them scattered about. But on the other side of there, I suppose we can go and have a look that way. Yeah. This is called Middleton Moor. As I say, I'm coming back down, but this Middleton Moor is not somewhere I'm walking up, but I bet it's stunning. I can see the Harborough Rocks that we're going to, but we're going around that way. We're going along that side, but the Harborough Rocks at the top there, they're absolutely stunning. Can you see right up there? Wow! Wow, that's beautiful! That is beautiful! Look at that, nature at its best. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. While I'm here, I might as well go down a bit. Look at this. Look at that. Let's go down a bit. Look at that. God, it's very worth it. It's got loads of steps everywhere, so people do come and visit these areas. And it's well designated for the tourists. But this is something else down here. Can you see how it's all like... It probably is quite dangerous if you go too close to it, because I can see rocks falling. That's the last thing I want, a rock falling on me. I could see some like sticking out, a bit of rock. I'm gonna go a little bit closer, but not too close, just in case. See them two at the top of there. Gives a wave. Do you like my new stick, by the way, guys? Look at that. I think it's pretty. Got little animals on it, squirrels, rabbits, deer. Look at this, is just, I love these things, really do. Really do. Think of the animals that come here as well and roam around the place. Buenos días, amigos, amigas, familia. Mira dónde estoy en Inglaterra. Vaya belleza, ¿eh? Vaya belleza. Estamos en un caminito hoy en las montañas, en Derbyshire. Y mira lo que he encontrado aquí, una mina antigua. Esto es una belleza. Absolutamente una belleza. That's a bit of Spanish there, guys, because got a lot of people who speak Spanish who watch my videos. They always tell me to do a video in Spanish, and I will do eventually. At the moment, I'm still doing them in English. Well, that was stunning. That was. I really liked that. Enjoyed walking around here. You can't even hear a pin drop. That's how quiet it is. Anyway, we're coming back up here. As I say, the cafe I don't think is open yet, but it will be soon. And it's a cycle hire centre as well, which will be probably very useful for people in the area. So that's that bit that we saw earlier when we come down. So I wonder if there was some kind of, was it some kind of tramway here? Or some kind of thing that was linked with the High Peak Trail and maybe pull the rocks from up down here, I don't know. I'd have a hazard guess that there was some kind of railway transportation here that carried stuff down towards Cromford. That's a hazardous guess, I'm not too sure about that one. I wonder if there was some kind of, I don't know, pulley or something that carried rocks onto here, onto the railway lines. Do you know what I mean? My wife spotted something. Sam's found this over here. So, we've got some beams here, definitely to do with the railway. There's a sleeper there. There's quite a few sleepers. And then we've got what looks like old railway of some kind up here. Yeah. So what I'd say is more than likely it went across from that side. Mind you, the railways are that way. I don't know, the sleepers are across. Would it have come across this way? Don't know. It'd be nice to see an old thing about it. Good spot. I've also spotted this down here, Daniel. We've got here, in the ground, I don't know if you can get here. We've got a couple of things here. We've got this here, the clamps that hold it. So is it, so the rails would have gone through there. Now, whether that's in the right position and the railway went across that way, or whether it's just been moved with time, with weather or whatever, I don't know. Wear and tear, as my wife says, but yeah, good little find here. So I'm guessing this is where you were, weren't you? It's just underneath where you were up here. Is it underneath here somewhere? Yeah. Look. Right here. That's where we were. Right, we're going to carry on. So there's a big quarry up there, and now we're continuing our walk on the old High Peak Trail. Here we go. No motor vehicles are allowed. I don't plan to go with any motor vehicle. Funny enough, that quarry over there for some reason is called Caretaker Quarry. What a name for a quarry. But yeah. So yeah, along here soon we're going to get to another of the things we've been looking for today. One of my favourite things in life. Don't know why. A tunnel. Yeah, a tunnel. Oh, you're right. Oh no, this is not the tunnel, surely. Or is it?
Yeah, sure it is. You send me a picture and you can see the
okay. Yeah. Look at that. Limestone, limestone, limestone. We need to go at some point, actually. I've just thought of a place that I want to return to, which is called the Limestone Way. That is up Castleton. I'll ask Daniel, maybe he can take us there. That is another epic place, absolutely epic. And they call it the Jurassic Way as well. These rocks here, right, the way they're formed here, are nothing in comparison to the ones we're going to see at Harborough, but they're still epic, beautiful. So yeah, we're going through the Hopton Tunnel. I thought it was much longer than that, actually. I'm glad it's not as long as I thought. And it's got an actual pathway in the middle of it, as in tarmacked, which is always useful. Is it sticking out the entrance part?
Yeah, it's right there.
I'll have a look when we get closer to it. They look like big blocks of Lego on the left. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, just up there. Beautiful. Right, you know when we were up, just come out there. When we were up Traversal Trail, I saw some red rock and I didn't know what it was. Red brick, I called it. Just been told it could be iron. When we see red brick, as I call it, it's actually iron. Did you say it was iron coming through the rock or what exactly? Iron residue? Yeah. Not iron ore, is it? Alright. And that's why it looks red?
Yeah.
Okay. Just spotted there, we're still on the High Peak Trail obviously. So what do we have here then?
That's what the thing was back there that we saw.
What was it?
It's a wagon boiler.
Oh right.
That thing we saw when we first started off, we saw the base of it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That's what it is. It's a wagon boiler.
Wagon boiler. So what was that exactly then too?
So there we go. Now we know.
Look at that.
It's a winding engine.
Looks like something's falling out of the sky, some alien.
Looks like something from Wallace and Gromit when they go to the moon.
I do like how it's just been kept here though. No graffiti on it or nothing. You know me. And come inside it. So what was it used for exactly? Do you know, anyone? Like heating the wagons? Boiling them? Hauling them, sorry. Going to try and locate where there is an old mine, a lead mine. I mean, there was one around here called Golconda, anyway, which was a famous one. However, these little rocks that we're looking for, rock formation of the old lead mine, so it must have been part of the old lead mine because it was big in the area, is very, very unique. And it's got like, well, I can only describe it as similar to what the Aztec civilization looked like. So it's got like rock formations that look a bit like an old temple or a pyramid shapes, or well, these are not pyramid shapes, they're more like obelisks, but they are very unique. So we'll get up to there and then when we'll finish that, we'll walk all the way back down again. At least we've come up and then we walk back down again on the way back. I've noticed this is absolutely massive here. Huge. And there's a quarry behind there. So here's another incline we're going on. This is an amazing walk already. We're not even into the village yet, but this is really, really cool. Farm up there. And we found this little thing here. Maybe a stop off for people that are walking along the peak trail, I'm not sure. Or was it a sheep pasture? Because I know some places were for sheep.
That's like the top of it.
What have you noticed?
And then, yeah, it's like, there's something there.
An old door entrance or something there.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's to do with the sheep, like it says some of them are, or it's just a place for people to stop off on the way up and down. Or was it here for the railway? I don't know. Not too sure, because look there as well.
Yeah, Victorian brick.
Yeah.
So they used to have like an engine or something there, you know, due to the incline.
Yeah. So the Hopton Incline. Just spotted over there between the wind turbines a mill. It looks like an old mill anyway. Can you see that? Nice, beautiful. I was just wondering what that meant exactly there. It says Hopton Incline, gradient 114. What did you say? So it's like the percentage?
Yeah, so yeah, it just tells you like what the percentage is.
Yeah.
So do the imperial metric system.
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
to that'll be the old system or something.
Yeah, 114. I thought we had to bet on it, like a betting thing. What does it say here then? Hopton Top. Is that it then? Hopton Top, no more tops. Yeah. This was a famously difficult climb. Locomotives sometimes needed several attempts to reach the top. The London and North Western Railway took over the Cromford and High Peak Railway in 1877 and removed the Hopton winding engine house, so locomotives then climbed this incline under their own steam. Cool. And what do we have here on the right hand side? You know, like my sculptures and stuff. What does that say? C and HP R Co. Don't know what that is. This is beautiful, isn't it? Private property. It's a railway holiday cottage. That is wicked. What, so you can come and rent it out? That is cool, isn't it? Look at that. It says all about it there. Wow. Railway cottage, it says there. It's a stunning property, yeah, it is. 2-bedroom cottage with original stonework. Then it says here, it also says the railway cottage was built in the mid-19th century as a railman's cottage and is adjacent to the former Cromford and High Peak line. That's where we just come up.
Just like an Airbnb then or something.
I don't know, but it's really nice.
Yeah, it must be. It's got Instagram down there. It must be like some kind of Airbnb or something.
It's really well installed and, like, I just say equipped, designed and equipped. Well, then I just see this. It says constructed for transportation of goods and minerals. The route was laid between the, yeah, that's what I was talking to you about. The Peak Forest Canal at Whaley Bridge. That's the correct place. It's not too far from Manchester. And it fully opened in 1839 and ceased operation between 1963 and 1967. The Hopton Incline, where you find yourself now, was the steepest stretch of the conventional adhesion worked standard gauge railway running line in the UK. So that's where we've just been. So that is epic. epic. What have you found there? Some famous people.
They just look like they must have been railway workers.
One's called Hellfire there.
In the future, we'll have me and you stuck on there. We were here.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be good.
I didn't expect to find this here. It's quite nice. So yeah, so not an entrance then. More likely for
Fireplace, definitely.
fireplace.
One was lower, weren't it, on the other one? Down
Yeah.
the bottom there.
Well, we're not too far now. Look, there's the windmill again. Well, or the mill, or whatever it was. Windmill, I assume. Right there. We're not too far now. And I mean it. I'm not just saying it because I'm saying it. We're not far now from Harborough Rocks. Now, obviously, as I said to you earlier, we're not going up the Harborough Rocks. That is a place for people who know what they're doing. For professionals. It's well known for rock climbers. What we're doing is me and unseen footage, let's call him that. Lost Pilgrim and unseen footage are gonna go and try and locate the famous lead mine. And obviously not the whole lead mine, we're just looking for them certain buildings that have been left there. And I believe you can visit it. We've got one walk up here. That's not the one we're going on. We're sticking to this one here. Here's more example how they never obviously used cement back in the day. One stone on top of another one. Right, I just want to ask you something. So, how long you been doing YouTubing then? Because didn't you used to do it before as well? And you got a new channel or something?
Yeah. About third year now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, third year now.
I started before lockdown actually. But you obviously want to do this as a professional job, don't you?
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
Now I think about it, I've been doing YouTube longer. Must be
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
I started doing a lot of drone videos.
Yeah.
I went from drone videos to exploring, and then now I've got this new channel. So yeah, I want to do it full time really.
As for me, doing my videos, apart from following railways, mining history and other things that I do like, I also I've got family members that are elderly and people who live even in the UK, even near me where I live, where they can't go out on these walks. So they look at my videos and they remember places they've been,
Okay.
and they remember the good old times and some other things, you know.
Do you do it more for the community and other people?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
for me, it's nearly like being a tour guide in a way.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I pretty much do it for the same, but
Yeah.
it's nice to have a little kickback. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
You can do it more, and
There's a thing called coffee or something with a K, which is basically buy me a coffee.
oh yeah, I've got that
So,
as well.
yeah.
The coffee, PayPal link, I've got them all.
But like when there's YouTubers out there, because there's a lot of them out there who banging on about please join my channel, please do this, please that, you can tell they're out there just for the money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not
Whereas I'm not.
trusting the
Yeah.
content and stuff,
Yeah, exactly. They're not bothered really. But some of them actually can get kicked off as well because they end up saying things that they shouldn't be saying, and then they get banned completely. And it's the same with my subscribers. I've now got a certain amount, which I'm really happy about,
Yeah,
because-
you almost at the threshold.
because I wanted to get to 1,000 and I've gone over. That was my original aim, just to get to 1,000. Do you know what I mean?
So there you go then.
And so for me, yeah, it's like I say, my personal thing is to come and see places. And I've got people in Spain who can't speak can't speak English at all, and they don't understand English, but visually they enjoy my videos. That is the beginning of the Harborough Rocks. Obviously we're not going up there because we're not rock climbers, but it's quite stunning, the landscape. And as I say, there was a famous mine all around here, the whole area, which was called Golconda. Now I looked at Golconda online. When I looked for Golconda online, I found that it's got a lot of links to different parts of the world. India, South America. So I don't know, Golconda does sound quite Latin if you think about it. It is quite I don't know, it just sounds Hispanic. And strangely enough, them monuments we're going to see, them earth workings, do look like the Aztec civilization.